Hi, this is Johnny. I am from the Studio Pro YouTube channel. I'm presently working on a project called Girls, Girls, Girls by Motley Crue. I have, I have another version of it, but it got corrupt. And that happens from time to time, especially if you don't play them a lot. So, I went to the website where I go to get my tracks. I build a lot of my own tracks, but anyway, I get these Moog files, and I got them set up where when I get them, it turns them into Audacity Moog files. And so I just click on it and it opens up. But if you don't have that kind of a situation, Audacity is free and it's a great editing tool, mixing tool. You can do all your pre-mixing before you move it into a digital audio workstation for finalizing. Anyway, when you move those Moog files into Audacity, it'll split open and unwrap, and you'll get it'll be all mono tracks, but you have to connect the left and right tracks together. So if you see two tracks that look like kick drums, then you go to the top one and you click on the arrow above and it opens up a menu down below, and you go down and click on make stereo track, and then your two kick drums or tracks are hooked together stereo, and so on and so forth. You have to do that with the vocal tracks, guitar tracks, bass tracks, drum tracks, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so right now I'm doing a drum replacement, and this is a long, drawn-out process, so, I'm just going to show you a few little instances of what it is that I'm doing, and, I've been doing this for a long time, so, I kind of relax while I do it, but I just stay diligent and keep doing it. And what I'm doing is I'm having to paste in all the individual drum hits. I already did the kick, I already did the toms, and now I'm off to doing the snare. And so, anyway, I'm going to change my view here in order for you to see what it is that I'm doing. So I'm going to take a little break from speaking, and from time to time I will speak. So just keep an eye on what I'm doing, and I'm going to change the view now. Thank you. All right. This is what I'm doing. So I'm going to put the mic aside, and maybe I'll give you a little sense of what's going on here. You're going to get some sound, which is fine, but I'm going to stop it right where I left off. So here we go. Alright, so that's where I'm going to stop. And I'm going to continue on doing what it is that I'm doing, which is the drum replacement. So I'm going to put the mic aside for a little bit, and I'm going to continue working. You just watch. You'll catch on to what I'm doing. Right now I'm just using my left and right arrows on my keypad to move the cursor line there, so that way you can get it up tight without, I'm older so I'm a little shaky, but you'll get there. Alright, so I'm going to get back. Okay, I have to print some more snare shots here, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight this, and then I'm going to go into my effects here, go to built-in, go down to repeat. There it is. And I put in a number of 15, so I'm going to, well, I forgot to do something here. I need to put a little space between this one and the next one, or else it'll be they'll be all glued together. Oh, here we go. Okay, there we go. I bought a long time ago. I'm not doing any more drum replacement, but I had to on this track. I just had to, so be it. You know, you got a triple shot here, or quadruple shot of snare, and these are probably the hardest things to do. And you gotta, it ain't small enough yet. You know. This is like doing surgery. Except I don't know anybody'd want me doing surgery on them. You know, I toured for 8 years doing big shows. I got into multi-track mixing years ago, but I've been a live sound guy for 40 years. And I toured for 8 years doing big shows. I also played in a 80s tribute band. I'm an 80s style guitarist. I have a white flying V with a Kaler whammy on it. I was up to 7 guitars at one point. In fact, my band, Jet City, we were the only band in town that could boast having a $40,000 backline. And I had 2 double stacks. So if you're not sure what that is, I'll tell you. The double stack, it's each cabinet has 4 speakers in it, and you have 4 of them. And so you have a left stack and a right stack. And in my case, I played stereo. So did our keyboardist, and so did the other guitar player. And we played shows with Rat and Great White and a few other groups because, you know, we were a perfect fit for, you know, warming bands up like that. And we kept running into Great White a lot. And over time I became friends with Mark Kendall, the guitar player. We warmed them up at a Medina Ballroom. We played with them at Halfway Jam a few times. Okay, now, the thing that I want to do here is I want to make this 4 run here sound natural And this is how it sounds now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a plugin. It's actually one of the built-in plugins, and I'm going to lower the value of the drums as they go through their hits here. I'll show you what I'm doing. This is a fade out. There it goes. Now it's varied to hits. And most of the time when a drummer starts out a roll like this on a snare, he always starts with the hard hit and then he eases up as he goes. And I think it's a strength issue, or whether or not they're tired. So, anyway, I'm going to continue on here. Yeah, when I was touring doing live sound, I worked for a lot of big acts. Toby Keith was one. Ted Nugent. Ended up doing sound for Quiet Riot. And we actually, after I came home from touring, I got my band together. And we ended up playing with those guys. Warming them up, which was kind of interesting. Rudy Sarzo is a superhuman human. I'm telling you, he is so cool. And he's very down to earth. Ryan James Dio, I did sound for him out at Medina Ballroom. And he asked me to walk him out to his bus. It was like 2 hours after the show, and he was late getting out of the dressing room. I don't know if he was in there just resting or having a few cocktails or what, but I was tearing down the front of house board, and he come up and says, "Hey man, you mind walking me out to my bus?" And I said, "Sure," because when an artist comes up to you and asks you a question, or ask for something, it's always yes. No matter who signs your check, we're all working for the artist, and you never say no to them. So I walked him out to his bus, and I was actually out there for about an hour and a half. He was signing autographs, and he asked me, he said, "Dude, you're a big dude. You want to hang around for a while? Because, you look like security." I actually had a crew shirt on, but I said, "Sure, I can do that." And he was really cool. He was asking me about me. He didn't talk about himself unless I asked a question. But anyway, he asked me if I like cats, and I says, "Yeah, I've had cats all my life. I'm an animal lover, period." So I think they really do a lot for us mentally and emotionally. They kind of relax us. I got a white female cat right now, Rice. She's beautiful, and she's a lover. Whenever someone comes over that she hasn't met before, she always comes out and introduces herself to them by, rubbing up against them and meowing, which is, "Hello, I'm down here." But, so anyway, Ryan James Dio, he is a really cool dude. He told me a little story about the Rock Fist. Because, the Rock Fist, what that is, it's what they call the devil horns when you throw them out. Well, he explained to me that when he was growing up, he lived with his grandma, and his grandma was really superstitious. And anyway, whenever they were walking through the little village they lived in, if she saw this one older gentleman walking on her side of the street, she'd take little Ronnie and cross over the other side. And when he passed by, she'd turn around and throw the devil horns up at him. And he explained to me that his audience thought he was a devil worshiper, and he was like, he was like thinking to himself, who am I to tell him who I am, and if they want to, think that I'm a hard rocker, devil worshiper, so be it. But actually, the Maloik is a blessing. And when he used to throw that out over the audience, he was actually blessing the audience. It's kind of interesting, people's beliefs. But I don't know if you're getting bored yet, but I'm just shooting this shit. But, okay. Oops. Yeah, I'm 66 years old now, and I've lived more of a life than most people have. I was in the service. I was a military tank driver, and I got out and came home and went back to all my party buddies and, hung out for a while, got some DWIs, got in a little trouble, and, that kind of shit. But I went to treatment in, what was it, 79? And I haven't touched it. I haven't touched anything since then. Because I finally figured out that it wasn't the way to be for me. Okay. Get rid of that little trash on the line there and hit the go away. Go away. Thank you. I gotta see how many I got left. Ooh. I have to drag them back with me. Okay. And when you highlight them, it's like putting them on a skid. You can float them along with you. The thing about this is you really got to have a sense of organization. Organization is what you really need when you're doing this. Because excuse me, be kind of like a traffic cop. You watch the traffic, make sure you keep everything in order, because if you don't, you're going to end up missing something, not getting a snare hit put in, and it's going to have, see, because what I'm doing is I'm cutting out all the other old ones, and I'm putting in mine. And now I don't know if you know what these cut lines are all about, but at the very top of the cut lines, they have like what they call a handle on it. And it's right up here at the top. You can slide it back and forth. And what I do, it starts out like this, and I double it. So I take another one of these, another sample, put it up next to it, then I highlight it, and I hit the go away button so it completely clears the snare out of it, and then I attach it to make it longer. And that way I can have a little bit more of adjustment like this. So, I should explain, when I go up here to this file, there's certain selections you can get here. You can export MP3, or you can hit the multi-track, and it will actually take every track that you got on the project, and it will put it into a file as individual multi-tracks, which really makes it nice to, if you need to travel with it, or if you want to install it on Reaper, which I use for my finalizer. You just click on that, and it pops open, and it says choose, and you're going to have a file in I have a file that I keep my projects in by name, each song. And you have the Audacity initiator, and then you have an empty file that says the name of the song, and then you put wave on it, and then that's you hit choose, and choose will go like right here, and it'll take it knows the routing, so click on this, move up down. See, now there's girls right there. If I open up on it, see, there's my girls wave file, and I click on that, and then I hit export, and then it will export all these tracks individually, and it's really organized. It's nice to, Audacity is probably a little bit more intelligent than some of the other DAWs out there, if you could use the word intelligent. So you see, I hit that split cut, under the special there. Yeah, that's how you get, the track to cut what you highlight. Yeah, and if I ever want to take a break, I can just go down to my tray and do this. I love Angry Birds. It's funny. I'll play one game, and then I'll go back to doing the tutorial. That's why I show you this. It's my way of humoring or being humorous. Okay. Uh-oh. That was lousy. I didn't think that would work. I don't even know if you can see this, but after I review the video, I'll be able to find that out. Oh yeah. Ooh. I got a free wingman too. Might as well take advantage of that. Okay, so I'm just gonna hit this. Boom that up. And now I'm done. Yeah, I won that game. Didn't look like I was going to at first, but all right, back to what we're doing here. Sorry. Back to business. All right. Anyway, within a few days, I'm going to be posting this on YouTube. And you'll see how good it sounds. Okay, I'm hitting edit, going down to remove special, then coming over to split cut. And boom, it split cut it. I certainly appreciate, the company that you guys are offering me. Not that I can see you or hear you, but who knows? I might just be talking to myself. Edit, remove special, split cut. Alright. Ooh, running out of samples. I had to print some more. Put a space between them. Built in, down to repeat. Hit OK, boom. Wish I could do that with money. That would be sweet. Yeah. Well, I'm retired. I don't need the money. I made a lot of money when I was younger. And I'm doing just fine. I got a lot of things that I do that entertains me, though. I'm putting together a website with a guy that works for Microsoft in the Philippines, and it's where my viewers can go download my tracks. So people, you get tracks. Hey, you can get Audacity. It's free. And then you can start mixing and fooling around with the music, depending on your, if you're an avid music lover or just a hobbyist type of music lover, who knows? You gotta put the arrow right in the middle of it and click on your cursor and boom, it seals it up. Okay, so I'm gonna pause here and I'll continue this after I finish this. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause, and then when you see this video, because I'm gonna put this on YouTube for everybody, then you'll see the final product. So I appreciate your viewership. I've had a lot of hits. Some's Jump by Van Halen, and I built those tracks from I went to MP3 Juice, and I auditioned like 30 different stems, and they had 2 keyboard parts, and I took both of them. I didn't realize I needed both of them. I just thought I'd grab both of them just in case one was the wrong one. And so if you are familiar with Jump, you got the initial, keyboard part that starts out, and that is the main keyboard part. But later on in the song, the second keyboard part comes in with the main keyboard track, and I was like, "Oh, Jesus!" But couldn't find a bass track, so I went to YouTube and watched a guy do a cover with his bass, and he did a really good job. But it turns out he was, having a little leeway. He was adding in some extra notes that weren't supposed to be there. And when I lined it up with the tracks that I had gotten pretty much done, I realized that it was like 20 notes longer than the song. So what I had to do was I had to go through each bar of the song, comparing the bass note to what I was hearing from the song. And if it didn't fit, I'd cut it out, and then I'd grab the track and pull it forward and seal it. And then I'd go down the next couple notes and listen to it. And by the time I got done, it was the right length and it sounded great. I was just like, Johnny, you're just too good for your shoes. Oh my God. Yeah. So, but yeah, that thing's got like 99 or 9,000 views. I never realized that Jump was actually that popular. I mean, Jesus. I mean, okay, well, Van Halen had a lot of other better tunes, but then so did Bon Jovi, and I got Living on a Prayer, 2 different versions of that, and some White Snake, and some Rat, Motley Crue, and Foreigner, and I'm an 80s guy, so anyway, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to take a break, and check this video out when I release it on YouTube. Thank you.